It's a simple question, Dusty. Do you love me or not?
You and me. It's never simple, is it?
Yes or no?
Let it go.
I can't.
I can't keep having this conversation.
Well, you can have it with my mother.
Go home.
Answer me.
You know, I think Lucy deserves to know. Maybe you should tell her why you're pushing her away.
Oh, thank you.
Honey, but it's not official.
We are, and we will be married.
But the divorce.
It's just a piece of papers, baby. Once Carly signs them, we'll go straight to City Hall, and then we'll go straight to our honeymoon. And if you think you enjoyed being Mrs. Jack Jackson, you are gonna love being Mrs. Jack Snyder.
Really?
Forever this time. No judge or social worker or ex-wife, ex-husband can separate us this time. You're the reason this crazy world makes sense. The reason I get up every morning, why I try to do the right thing. Because no matter how many times we've been tested, and believe me, we've been tested, it always comes back to what we found here in Montana. Life means something when we're together.
Everyone, please be seated.
Pay attention. This is what happiness looks like. Not even Barbara could ruin a moment like this.
Oh, come on, come off. The wedding's about to start.
I hear bolt cutters will do the trick.
Oh, hi. I know this looks ridiculous, but it's not what you think it is.
Miss Ryan?
Oh,
What are you doing out here?
Officer Berger, I'd like you to meet my Aunt Kim Hughes.
What's going on? What are you up to anyway?
Oh, where's she here? What happened?
Relax, everyone. Everything is fine. Everything's fine.
Barbara can't get past house back door.
Sure. Oh, creepy, don't you?
I should have warned everyone. This usually happens, especially when there's a strong wind.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just the wind. All right?
I think what happened here is a symbol of what has happened between Paul and Rosanna. For what is love, if not a journey from darkness into light? So now that we're all back in the warm glow, I ask that we all rejoice at the wedding of Paul Ryan and Rosanna Cabot.
Lucy knows where I stand.
No, I don't. Nothing you've said makes any sense.
You know what happened, Lucy. We had a great time. We had a great time for a while, and then as things went along, you probably got it confused for something bigger than it was.
No.
Yes, what you want is forever. And that's fairy tales. That's not the real world.
We are the real world.
I will never forget what it felt like the first time I knew in my heart that you loved me, and you still do. Stop trying to protect me. My mother sees through it, and so do I.
Well, then you're both wrong.
I don't know who you are anymore. The man I love fought for me. He wouldn't stand there like a coward and lie to my face. He would never shut me out of his life like this.
I was upstairs, resting in my room, and all of a sudden I heard a child crying out here, and so I rushed down. The mother and me just took over, and by the time I got here, because I thought it was little Annie Simon from across the street.
And how did you get out here? I mean, I was right in the kitchen, sitting at the counter.
Well, obviously not the whole time.
One trip to the John, 2 minutes.
Well, that explains it right there. And as I was saying, by the time I got out here, the child was gone.
Okay. Well, let's take this back inside. And this time, stay here.
Of course. Thank you, officer.
Oh, so you baked these yourself.
The man deserved a break.
And you were only too happy to give him one.
Why are you being so accusatory?
And while you were climbing out of the bedroom window, he was here wolfing down those cookies.
I told you I heard crying outside.
Oh, please. Little Annie Simon, she's old enough to be in college by now. Get real. Will told you that Paul and Rosanna were getting married tonight, and you were on your way to stop it.
As we begin the ceremony that marks Paul and Rosanna's love and commitment to one another, I ask if there is anyone here who can show just cause why these two should not be joined in marriage. Let them speak now or forever hold their peace. It seems that everyone here thinks this is a pretty good idea. So let's all bear witness as Paul and Rosanna embrace this challenge and pledge their vows to one another.
Paul, I remember the moment that I fell in love with you, and it was over a plate of French toast. I was feeling, kind of sad and a little lonely, and you made me laugh, and you gave me hope. You've known me through possibly the worst time in my life. And even though I pushed you away, you refused to go. And I could feel you reaching out for me. Somehow or other, you became a part of me. You just believed in me, and you believed in us. And even though I have been born to tremendous privilege, having your love has made me feel rich beyond measure. I love you so much, and I know that I'm gonna love you forever. So, I ask you, Paul, to be my husband, to be my strength, to be my best friend, and to not just share my life, but to be my life, till death do us part.
Your father's right. I'm not your hero. The whole town's right about me.
They're not.
What's wrong with you? I'm doing you a favor.
You say love isn't enough. That's all there is. We have. Most people spend their entire lives trying to find. I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm a woman who knows what she wants and who she wants. Don't be afraid for me. My eyes are wide open.
Have any of you seen Craig?
No.
I'm sorry, Lily. This is a really bad time.
I'm really sorry. I think something might have happened to him.
Oh, wait, Jack, we forgot, TJ.
He's with Lisa.
Yeah, but they'll be back in 8 minutes.
Maybe she lost track of time.
Maybe not.
I'll get it.
No, I'll get it. Oh, coming.
Hi there. How are you?
Good.
Well, here we are.
Right on time.
Yeah, well, unfortunately.
Why?
Don't you see? Yes, JJ and I were just about to make 2 million points on that Desert Ranger.
2 million?
Yes.
That's awesome, pal.
Then I realized the two of you were here back, you know. Oh, my stars. Hold on just 1 minute. Look at this. Is that what I think it is?
Jack just proposed.
Oh, honey, I'm so
It's still okay with you?
Oh, I'm just so happy for both of you. This is just fabulous, all three of you. So, listen, I want you to order a bottle of the finest champagne from downstairs in the dining room, and maybe JJ and I will come back later when you want us.
I'll see you later, buddy. Okay?
I love you.
Love you too.
Come on.
I think we should have her stand up for us at our wedding.
Yeah, she's the perfect person. And I'm not just saying that because she gave me an extra hour with my beautiful, soon-to-be lawful wedded wife. You okay?
Yes.
Huh?
I'm just happy, Jack. I'm so happy. It's for real this time.
Yeah, legal and binding and for the rest of our lives.
I love you.
I know. You knocked on the door of my apartment to welcome me home a few years ago, and you changed my life. You didn't want anything from me. It was just a simple gesture of friendship. But you came to me at a point in my life where, up until that point, nothing had ever been simple before. You stood by me. When others saw the worst in me, you looked for goodness. Even though I'm pretty sure you had to look hard to find it. And even after that day, that awful day when I had to make the most preposterous choice that a person could ever make, a decision that I was afraid would destroy us, I prayed, and I hoped and I believed that we would somehow survive that. And by the grace of God, that tragedy has made us closer, and if that's not a miracle, I don't know what is. And you said that I can't quit on you. And you're right, Rosanna. I never will. Not just because I love you more than words can say, but because you somehow managed to rescue me from a legacy that has no room at an altar like this. And in addition to all the other reasons that everybody else loves you, your beauty, your brains, your honesty, the thing that defines you the most for me is your grace. Your grace elevates you above all of the ugliness in this world. And you chose me to stand by your side. And for that, I'm grateful beyond words. And we've seen the worst of times. But I promise you, from this moment on, I will do everything I can to make sure that our future is the best of times. And so I do. I do take you as my wife, Rosanna. I do love you. I honor you. And I will cherish you for every one of my remaining days.
My son is getting married and I'm not there. I want to see him happy.
Oh, Barbara, come on. You're talking to me, not to some rookie cop. You honestly expect me to believe that you're happy that Paul and Rosanna are getting married?
Well, she wouldn't have been my first choice for a daughter-in-law. The woman hates me.
Well, with good reason.
I didn't kill that baby. James did.
Let me see. Tell me again, how is it that James
for the last time, I was protecting Will. I am his mother, and Rosanna would have done the same thing for Cabot, and now it's not enough that she's got Paul. She wants Will, too.
And Will is moving into Fairwinds.
And how would you feel if you were cut off from your children?
I'd be devastated.
Then why can't you understand that I want to be at that wedding?
I do understand. But forcing your way in there is only going to make everything worse. What does that get you?
A chance to show the world that I'm still their mother. And if Rosanna thinks she can steal them from me, she will lose. Big time.
Place this ring on Rosanna's finger and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring I thee wed.
And pledge to you my love and fidelity.
And pledge to you my love and fidelity.
Rosanna?
Paul, with this ring I thee wed, and pledge to you my love and fidelity.
Insomuch as Paul and Rosanna have consented to the vows of marriage and been witnessed in this company, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
I must be tearing her up to let go of you.
But know this. There is nothing she can do to keep me away from you.
Recreate your wedding. Make everything the same. Recreate exactly what happened.
Well, how am I going to get him there, Emily? Kidnap him?
I'm not too good at making speeches, but I'm really glad I get to make this one because it gives me a chance to thank Paul for being such a great big brother. And I want to thank Rosanna, too, because she's been a good friend when I really needed one. And I'm lucky she's going to be in our family now. So, to Paul and Rosanna, may you always be as happy as you are today.
Here!
Cheers.
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 Well, thank you. That was great. Thank you.
I hope that we're not all as happy as we are today as well.
Do you want to dance?
I would, but I fear for my toes.
I'll have you know that I was voted the best dancer in my high school yearbook.
Really?
Yeah.
Guess what I was voted?
Most likely to run a national corporation.
Very close. Best dressed.
I should have known. Let's go. You're a little nervous there, weren't you?
Well, not too good at making speeches.
No. I'm talking about before, when the lights went out.
Reflexes, I guess.
Well, you had every reason to worry. It's not like Mom hasn't crashed a party like this before.
Yeah, but she was okay when I talked to her. I don't think she's gonna try anything.
You know she's not happy about you living with me and Rosanna.
Yeah, but she'll have to accept it, We're all moving forward, right?
That's right. Come on, let's get something to drink.
All through that ceremony, I just kept thinking about Montana. Jack and I promising each other forever.
That's it.
What?
That's it, Carly. Rosanna.
What?
Come here.
Yes, what's going on?
Montana.
What about Montana?
Recreate your wedding. If Jack started remembering things because of this place, a barn, imagine what would happen if he walked into the real thing. You need to get Jack back to the exact spot. Make everything the same. Recreate exactly what happened. If today jogged back his memory, imagine what will happen when he sees the real deal.
Well, how am I going to get him there, Emily? Kidnap him?
Why not? We did it before.
Are you serious?
It's for a good cause, right?
An illegal cause.
Didn't anyone ever tell you that eavesdropping isn't very nice?
Well, you know, I think he's right. I think kidnapping is a little extreme.
Thank you.
Right? All we have to do is use Jack's amnesia to Carly's advantage.
Use it how?
Well, let's think about this now. Jack is a family man. He's a loyal man. He always tries to do the right thing.
Jack's sense of family is a little weak right now.
That's perfect. Enter Brad.
Brad.
Brad, Jack's brother?
Yes. Yes, all has to happen is that his long-lost brother creates some sort of family emergency back in Montana.
Brilliant.
That's brilliant.
It is so brilliant. And Jack gets on the plane to see long-lost brother Brad, only who should be there waiting for him, but...
Yours truly.
Get him right to that barn.
And then he sees you, and he remembers everything about your Montana life.
Wait, there's one hitch.
What?
One hitch. How do you get the brother to play along?
Who's playing what?
Sports. We're talking about the kids and sports and all the things that we like to do. Weren't you going to go to Mom's and pick up Daniel? Get some pizza. Remember we talked about that?
It's getting late.
Okay.
Why don't we both go?
You know what? I'm gonna. Emma asked me actually to help her clean up, so I will meet you at home. Love you.
Love you. See you there.
See ya.
I think it's time for a honeymoon. So, I hope you don't mind. I have to steal my wife.
Oh.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you all so much for coming.
Oh, hey, you don't get out of this without giving your sister a hug. Oh.
Hey. Be happy. When you remember all those beautiful promises that you made to each other, okay?
Okay, I will. You. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Goodbye. Oh, thanks. Bye. Have fun.
So, can you come back to my place?
You better believe it.
I think it's time to reunite those Snyder brothers.
You're like a caged animal.
Except that caged animals usually don't have the run of a two-story townhouse.
Why are you being so cruel to me?
Barbara, you seem to conveniently overlook the fact that there's a dead baby involved here. And that Rosanna is heartbroken. I don't know. For years now, I've been watching James Stenbeck manipulate you, manipulate Paul, anybody else that gets in his way. He seems to be able to force you into making awful choices. Awful choices. I can't condone what you've done. I have to admit, I do understand how it's happened.
I've tried to show everyone that I'm willing to change. But Hal ignores me. Emily treats me like domestic help.
Well, I think it's a credit to Emily that you're even living here.
Oh, she'd have me out in the street if it weren't for Hal.
Yeah, but you're not on the street. Be grateful, Barbara, for heaven's sakes. It's a start.
I have to be grateful to Emily Stewart? Why? When she has a husband, a happy family, a beautiful home, and I don't.
Because you're selfish and resentful and bitter.
Emily has made all the same mistakes I have, but has she had to suffer for them? No.
Life is not a quid pro quo.
You know what, Kim? I am just tired of empty words here. What I need is real help to get my family back. And if you can't give it to me, you can just get the hell out.
You found this outside your house?
I mean, my father is fine. I just saw him a little while ago, and I told him I didn't want to have anything to do with him.
You think you put it there on purpose so you'd start worrying?
Sure. He thinks that if I take the bait, it proves I still love him.
She's right.
I think Craig is fine.
Oh, yeah? I wish I was as sure as all of you. Call me if you hear from him, would you?
I gotta go too. I got a meeting.
Dusty, wait. Didn't what I said mean anything to you? You don't have to make up phony business meetings to get away from me. So you stay, I'll go. Besides, I want to be the one to walk out this time.
Okay. First things first, how do we find Brad?
We don't have to find the Brad. We just have to find a Brad. And if Jack asks any questions...
Oh, everybody else just go along with it.
So, long-lost brother Brad calls Jack from Montana, tells him there's a family emergency, and Jack hops on a plane and goes to see him.
Right, what about Julia and JJ?
Now, the kid goes to school. She works.
She works. Okay, that's good, but... Carly, there's one hitch, caller ID. You need a Montana phone number or Jack's gonna be very suspicious.
Yeah, you're right. Well, who do I know in Montana? Who do I know that would do... Hannah.
Who's Hannah?
I told you about Hannah, my midwife, when I had Sage.
Hannah,
I send her pictures of the baby all the time.
Okay, does she know about Jack's accident?
No, but I'll tell her about it when I call her.
You think she's gonna go along with this?
I know she will.
Okay, so what are you doing standing here? Go call her.
Well, but if being in Montana isn't enough?
It's gotta be enough. Make the call.
What if it isn't? Because if it isn't, it's over. Jack will never forgive me for any of this. I'll have lost him for good.
What do you want for a wedding gift?
You don't have to give me a wedding gift. I have everything I want, everything I need right here.
Not everything. You haven't exactly had a whole lot of peace. All the constant conflict between me and Carly. That could be my gift to you.
Wait, I don't think...
No, I wanna try to make things better between us. Please? You and Carly have kids, honey. You know? Those kids, they shouldn't have to feel like they're betraying their mother, spending time with us. I love you, you know? And I want to love your kids. I don't want to be Parker and Sage's enemy. Carly and I keep fighting, that's what I'll become.
It's a lot to ask.
Yeah, but you didn't ask. I offered. Please. Jack, I want to try.
You're incredible.
You're just figuring that out? I just feel bad for her, you know? To be honest. I have you and I have JJ and we're a family the way that you guys all used to be a family, and I don't... I must be tearing her up to let go of you.
Well, I wish there was something I could do for her. But know this. There is nothing she can do to keep me away from you.
I love being with you. And working with you and drinking champagne with you.
Don't stop there.
I don't want anything to ruin it.
Like what?
Like, you know.
We're only human, Jen, you know. Can't control what happens when we're this close.
I don't want to rush things.
Are you kidding? Dead people move faster than we do. I mean, come on. I signed a contract with Street Jeans. I didn't take a vow of chastity.
Well, maybe we should.
I didn't hear that.
No, it wouldn't be forever. Just until we give our relationship a chance to grow and be solid before we complicate it with...
Sex.
Yes. Hey, I still want to do things, hang out, hold hands and talk.
I did that in high school.
And wasn't it fun? Mike,
rushed into my relationship with Jordan, and when it all fell apart, there was nothing to fall back on. The next time, I want to make sure that I'm in love before I make love. You understand?
Okay. We'll slow things down.
Thank you.
I better get home.
It's still early.
No, I have a date with a very cold shower. So.
Be it ever so humble. You know, this is a very expansive starter home.
Yes, well, there's lots of space.
You sure you want to live here, Rosanna?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm very sure. I mean, think about it. Will can have his own bathroom and study and video room if
Okay,
he
but
wants.
can we call the video room a family room? Because I'd like to run into the kid every once in a while.
Yes, I just want this to be a happy place. I want Will to bring his friends over whenever he wants, and I want Carly and the kids to come running in and out of here like they own the place. I want it to be filled with family.
Yeah. So with all this family time you're planning, you think you could pencil me in for a little romance?
I think so. I mean, why else would it be a happy home?
You know, you didn't need a thing at the reception.
I was busy. I was mingling.
Yeah, me too. Phyllis!
What? What are you up to?
You'll see.
Congratulations, Miss Ryan. You too, Mr. Ryan.
Thank you very much. I'll take it from here, Phyllis.
What's this?
What else?
French toast.
Hey. I made bail.
Congratulations. Get out of here.
Come on, Dusty, you better get used to seeing me around.
I gotta throw you out.
What's the crime? I'm having a drink. Where's your pretty little pussycat?
I got a better question. Where's her father? Greg Montgomery. What'd you do with him?
Now, if I was you, I don't know if I'd worry about Montgomery. I think I'd be worried about myself. Have a good day, Donna.
You're right. I can't keep blaming everyone else for my own problems. I have a lot of work to do.
I'll say you do. And God help me. If you'll let me, I'll try to help you.
Well, you could start by not telling Hal what I did today.
I have to see that you're really going to try to change your attitude. Then I'll try to help you. I'm so mad at you, I could just shake you. You know perfectly well I have loved you with all my heart, forever. And I don't even recognize you anymore. I don't even like you. There used to be a wonderful person in there. Why the hell can't you find her again?
I love you. Thanks for listening, even though not much of it made sense.
I think that you need to try to find the old Barbara. I think you can do then. If you really want to.
Well, guess what, Aunt Kim? The road to the old Barbara runs right through Rosanna. I will get my family back. And the new Mrs. Paul Ryan won't even know what hit her.
I can't believe I had such a good time at my own wedding.
It was perfect.
You're perfect.
Oh. Why are you in for a rude awakening?
Yeah, you haven't touched your French toast.
I'm not hungry. I mean, for food anyway.
Really? You want to go upstairs?
Why go upstairs? Perfectly lovely sofa right here.
Wow. What's wrong?
It's Kevin's. What time did Hannah's cousin say he'd call?
Any minute.
And he knows it's a conference call? He knows that we need to hear Jack, but Jack can't hear us?
Yes, Emily.
Okay. And what about the brother? You're absolutely positive Jack will not remember his brother?
No. No, he can't remember his brother. How could... Hello? Yes, hi, Eric. This is Carly Snyder. Hi. Brad. That's right. That's the name. And did Hannah tell you exactly what you have to say? Right. Right. Jack has to come to Montana right away. Well, I'll stay out on the line while you conference Jack in. Oh, and Eric, thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how much it means to me. Put it on speaker. Go.
You think Lisa knows what we're up to?
She's a smart woman.
That's probably her calling to warn us. Hi, Lisa. Oh, sorry. Who? Yeah, hold on just a second. It's your brother, Brad.
What?
Your brother?
Hello?
Hello?
On the next As the World Turns.
This is our wedding night, and this is not okay.
We just had a little reminder of Kevin. That's all.
My brother says my mother's sick and needs to see me right away in Montana.
I'm gonna check out my brother Brad, the whole thing.
Do you know how to do that?
I know there's one person who will give me a straight answer.